Good afternoon, everybody. How are we all doing? Hope you're all doing good. Everyone's well. We're all into the working week now, so I hope you enjoyed your weekend. Those who've just come out of it and still on a Monday. We're back into Farming Simulator, the contracting business, and we're doing well today. By the time we come in here and gone live, we have done a plethora of contracts and made a lot of money. And yeah, it was Patrio. He's Barry Allen, apparently. Basically, what's been happening is Smudo's been accepting contracts and they're instantly being done. So, reasons unknown. So, yeah, I don't know why. But anyway, yeah, as usual, I got Smudo and Patrio with us today. How are you guys? How you all doing?
I am good. I slept enough. So, I am better than the other day. I hope.
Whereas I'm running on about 4 hours of sleep and ready to work. Let's do this. Woo!
Yeah, we have 2 fertilizing jobs and 3 transporting jobs to do. And that's it for now.
Okay.
Then we will have to see.
Okay,
so,
well, I'll do the fertilizing ones.
Alright, Mr. JJ, if you could start on field 18, please.
Field 18?
Oh, no, one fertilizing. And the other one is a planting job, not a fertilizing job. So, Patrio, transporting or planting?
I'll go for transporting, so I think.
Alrighty, then you transport from Nitzley stores, that is in the top right corner, to Blacker Hall stores, and I will be doing the planting. I get to drive the big toy.
Yep. Yeah, if people want to see a bit of the map that haven't seen it before, keep your eye on Patrio's feed. He's at the bottom left. So what field was it again?
18, sir.
It was 18, wasn't it? And 18's up there. Excellent. So I get to try out the auto drive course and it can't be reached.
Yeah, you have to drive closer to the exit from the boo area. For some reason from there it doesn't like it.
Oh, there we go. Okay, well that's good to know. Shouldn't do, but yeah, that's good to know. And it's heading there, so that's a good thing. Let's see if it goes the right direction. Now, I spent the rest of this morning, in fact, all the way up from about, let's see, I did editing early on, so 2 hours I spent finishing off the auto drive courses to all the arable type fields, not the grass ones, some grass ones, because there were some fields that were difficult to get into with turning with a harvester. So some of them have little shortcuts through other fields and they happen to be grass fields, so I incorporated both of them while I was there. So the thing is most of you shouldn't know because it'll be Courseplay that'll be driving there, and when it stops it'll be stopping right next to the gate anyway. The gate will be shut, but hey, we'll just say the worker open and shut it. So that's what I've done. So hopefully they're all working. I'll spend most of the time seeing if auto drive will get there, so I won't be doing much driving myself. But it'd be good to know as well. It's important really because it's part of our goal to make sure that all the tractors and implements and whatnot can get to the fields. And as I said, I'll do the rest of the grass ones most likely during streams as we going to go off and do baling and all that kind of stuff. So as we drive there, I'll just quickly add the courses onto the field. And thankfully with auto drive, that's not a big deal. So field 18 was one of the ones I did today, so it'll be interesting to know if I got there. I think it was a difficult one. I think, I'm not sure, don't quote me on that. In fact, here's a top tip for anyone. Generally, if I say something, go the opposite. Because it's more likely to be right if you do.
Yeah.
So in the last day of spring, so we got summer tomorrow. Hopefully we got some...
No, we are not in the last day of spring.
Oh, it's 9 days, isn't it? Yeah, that's right. We're not on 6 or on 9. Well, hopefully we don't have any issues today. Saying that, currently there's a storm coming up our country at the moment. We're going to have snow and, well, not where I live, but a lot of rain and wind. Had a bit of a sample of it earlier on. It's now sunny, but most of this morning it was raining and quite breezy, actually. Really breezy. I thought earthquakes were hitting my house that was shaking it so much.
Damn.
So, yeah, I don't think my house is the most stable. It's got a little shaky after that big earthquake we had a few years back. So, but anyway, yeah, it's fine at the moment, but it depends where the weather is at the current time, and if my internet goes through there, we could either A, have power outages,
That would suck.
or, yeah, internet issues, who knows. Hopefully we don't. We'll have to wait and see.
Meanwhile, the weather on my end is actually delightful for once. It's, after the last month and a half of rain and shoddy weather, it's looking to be fine and 27 degrees Celsius today.
Oh, nice. Actually, we had first day forever. Obviously a good indication that spring's on its way. Where our low was in double figures, so that was pretty good. It wasn't so cold last night. But apparently it's going to get really cold, obviously, because if there's some of the countries going to be snowing, and I assume, and not that I've checked the weather, that this cold front or whatever it is coming up from the south, which means the wind's coming up from the south and we'll collect all the cold air coming off the mountains, I would say. Which means the middle of the North Island, which I'm in, known as the desert road, all around there. Well, it is a desert, small one, but nevertheless it is a desert, will be chock-a-block with snow. Generally what happens. So people will have to drive the long way round to get down to here, or normally, because that's the main road that goes right through the centre of the North Island. So if you want to drive from the big city in Auckland, which is up almost the top of the North Island, well, not quite, but it's the most northern sort of big, city really. I mean, there's a couple others, but they're not cities in comparison to the rest of the world. They're more like villages. But yeah, you have to drive through that to get to our nation's capital, Wellington, which is right at the bottom of the North Island. So, not that they'll be doing that, because good old Auckland's still in lockdown. Wellington will be in lockdown too, I think. They're the two cities at the moment that have got the Delta variant of the COVID. The rest of us will be going into level 2 tomorrow. So we get a bit more freedom to walk around on that, but it's now mandatory that we have to wear masks and scan into wherever we go. So the government knows exactly all our moves.
Goodness gracious, look who's decided to stay up late and jump in your chat.
Holy heck, friff! Someone's stolen.
He's just up early.
No. You didn't change password, someone's hijacked your account.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Cosplay is cheating. No, cosplay workers, sir. And every good, successful business like we do, I know it's not a thing you're used to, Frith, but being successful like we are, we can hire workers. Don't know the meaning of cold. I do. What's the lowest temperature you guys get down to? With real ones, yeah. Yeah.
What would you know about real workers, dude?
No, fair enough.
Has feelings too.
Yeah, he uses the in-game AI. That's not computer run. Come on now.
No, that is true.
That's about 18 degrees Celsius. Well, we've spent the last week in 1 degree, 0 degree temperatures for spring. We've actually had the warmest winter on record this year. It's been blamed on climate change, which is ironic because the climate changes every season. That's why we have seasons. That's when we know when it's going to get colder and warmer. The climate changes.
No, that's the weather, not the climate. Climate is long term. Meaning
Well,
decades.
Well, to be fair, the seasons do change over the course of decades, so...
Thank you, Patrio. Oh, you got a bit of a heat wave. Is that why you're up? Can't sleep, too hot?
Well, he is lying next to Sam, so...
I don't know where to go with that comment.
Simple. No comment. She's spoken for.
I see you finished your transporting job. Give me 1 second. Shall accept the next one.
You've been watching House, bro. Wow.
From Sunderlick Landwick Estates to Beshel Store.
I had a sneaking suspicion that was half the reason why you're up. It was chemically induced.
Note to self, send Frith a bottle of Bundy for Christmas. That'll throw him off.
Yeah. Throw anyone off drinking. Oh, really? Jeez, Frith. You must be well ahead on your vids then. Otherwise, it's going to be entertaining your days of day of recording today for you. Something to look for us to look forward to.
I'm sure the joke answer there is, oh, Frith being forgetful in his videos? No, never.
Tell you what, it's lucky I didn't do my little intro from the other week, not knowing he was there.
I mean, what makes you think he's sober when he records anyway?
That's fair enough. That could explain a lot.
I believe as the old saying goes, you don't have to be crazy to work here, but it helps.
Mm.
Well, I left a comment on your video, your farming sub video today. Mr. Frithcar, you're confusing me about your comment to do with the bale storage things. So I'll set you straight as usual. That's what I'm here for. I'm almost done here, Mr. Smudolini.
Yeah. Oh, another job popped up. Let's hope it doesn't get completed automatically. It does not. Field 17.
Field 17.
Yeah, forget what I said. For the played Patrio flash was faster again.
Yeah, I could see it came up. Oh, apparently this one just got accepted too with my last little bit to do.
There is a weeding job. I could accept the machines from the store.
Didn't we buy the...
We
Oh,
sold
it's
the weeder
weeding,
again.
yeah. That's a
Field
point,
61
actually.
was Field 61. I mean, you can just buy a weeder
Yeah.
again.
Well, we might as well, because the whole point was buying that, thinking that because of bigger fields, but totally forgot. It comes down to the contract, what the contract requires. How do I get out of this field?
I don't know.
There. Alright, I'll drop this off and I'll go and buy, say, a couple of weeders, yeah?
Yeah, I think one weeder is enough. We won't be getting that many jobs for weeding. And the field to weed is right next to the shop, so 61.
Oh, that's handy.
Yes, it is.
Well, on the topic of being Barry Allen, I think these Gatzos are going to drive me up the wall.
The what?
The who now?
Frith might get that one. Gatso.
But it's us that asked.
Yeah, I mean, that's
It's
just
a British.
rude.
Yeah, it's a British reference.
Then explain it.
Oh yeah, Frith does know. Apparently it's a who what.
I might be pronouncing it wrong. It's the manufacturer of the speeding cameras. Could have sworn they were nicknamed Gatzos.
Okay. Take your word for it. I've never... Yeah, they are. There you go.
Which is funny, JJ. You should have picked that up because I'm pretty sure I got that from Top Gear.
Oh, probably.
Frithka never speeds. That's why he didn't get it at first.
Oh, that... Yeah, well,
He's
no.
always driving according to the Straßenverkehrsordnung.
I was going to go the opposite. He would be speeding because he hasn't got enough time to catch the name. He's going too fast. Probably the reason why I don't know the name of it. Because I don't drive, so I don't have a car. I never do. I just nod and wave.
That's the whooshing sound I get from your mic. The waving.
Yeah.
Stop that.
Hello, peasants.
Is it open yet? Actually, the shop's not... Yeah.
7:30, I think.
Well, that's handy because what did I forget to do? I forgot to go drop off the fertiliser first, didn't I? Alright, left-hand drive. Sort of getting better at it, remembering to drive on the left-hand side. Oh, I've came to a decision about adding the traffic back on. Now that I've done most of the auto drive courses. My decision is I'm going to leave it off because I don't know, with all the trouble we've sort of been having over the last few streams with the internet connections. And
that seems like a very smart decision.
yeah, I don't want to end up causing any lag from it and all that because that's extra information's got to be sent off to exactly where the traffic is and everything like that.
Here, I thought you were about to say you're going to leave it on because I'm sworn I saw a lorry run up the freeway.
No, those are different. Those are
Standard, same as the Joshua Jones barge going down the canal.
Yeah.
No, they don't have their own channels. They feed me, Fifth. They feed me. Smudo's on the top left and Patrio's on the bottom left.
We serve JJ with fervor and devotion. At all times.
In other words, they don't have any lives and I'm the best they can come up with.
That is true.
Answer the question directly, and I'm not entertaining enough to be a entertainer. So the manager just watches me in the corner.
Organic farm shop to the farm shop, Mr. Patrio.
Roger that.
Thank you, Frith. Really? Dude. 2,000 bits. Yeah. You. Thanks, mate. You know you're going to end up getting it back anyway. Over the next 4 months.
You should sub to your channel. Is he still able to get the founder market thing?
Yeah, the first 10. So definitely by miles. I think there's about 6 available. Maybe even 5.
So Frith, if you want to feel special, you can get a special badge by subbing to JJ now.
No, Frith, don't. Save your money, mate. Save your money. You've already done enough.
Carson's fair content.
There's no point spending that kind of money when you're not going to be here all the time. That just makes no sense at all. Right, let me in.
You're way too good a friend and way too bad a businessman.
No, I wouldn't do it myself, so I wouldn't expect anyone else to do it, especially when it comes to money. I'm tempted to speed up a little bit. I think it's 8 o'clock, isn't it, that this thing opens up?
It is. No, I think it is 7:30 though.
Oh, it's 7:48 and I can't get it open.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Well, enjoy your house. What season are you up to, bud? I've watched them all except for the last season. Well, last half of the last season, actually. Oh, okay. Yeah, you got a long way of entertainment to go. It's a good little program. Yeah, I've been watching some old programs again. Actually, I had a program to suggest to you for... I can't remember the name of it now. There we go. Yeah, Hugh Laurie. It's really weird. I actually watch a few American who react to British comedy and that, and when they see Laurie and Fry, they sort of don't believe it's Hugh Laurie when they see it. They all know him as House.
Well, apparently the rumor goes when they were casting for House, the director was like, okay, no British actors. We need like an American Sherlock Holmes. So no British actors whatsoever. Hugh Laurie rocks up after a hard night and just kind of phones it in. They're like, yes, perfect, you're in. And I was like, you know I'm British, right?
Yeah, well, a lot of people thought he was England anyway, so... not England, America. He did the accent really well. But he's brilliant in that show. That's a really good show, that. I bought 2 readers. We're going to pick one up at some stage.
I have a front attachment. I have a front hitch from free. I'm going to pick it up on my way back to the booth.
Okay. Have you watched Clarkson's Farm yet, Brith? I've watched a few YouTube videos of farmers reviewing Clarkson's Farm, and they sort of praise the whole thing about how it really shows the difficulties of farming. What field was it? Field? You said it was close. 61.
Right next to the shop. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. No, I was watching something the other day, and you popped in my head. I thought it would be something you would thoroughly enjoy, Frith, and I've forgotten what it was. Oh, pardon you.
That was a hiccup, dude.
I know. Oh, Frith got timed out. Yeah, it is a PG stream, dude.
Bad, Frith.
I hate how it does that, though. I hate how it gets rid of all the comments. It's stupid, and I can't figure out how to stop that, and that bot's not the only one. Yeah, I know, it's stupid. And I can't figure out why. I can't... It should only delete that comment. I don't know why it deletes everyone's. Yeah, I know, I saw it coming up. No. You're confusing me for someone else.
Ah.
It's sort of like watching it, eh?
Since he's up anyway, we should just send him the package and he can join us.
They should have it.
We have enough free farm slots.
Yeah, we do. And the good thing is we only have to worry about him once by giving him one job, and then we can all sit back and enjoy the fun of him trying to do it. With his gin in his hand. No, alright mate. No, it was an absolute pleasure and a surprise that you popped in, dude. Enjoy the rest of your house. I'm sure it's going to get better and better, even though that might be not because of the content. It might be, well, not the content of what's on the television, but the content in your bottle.
The way you just said that, enjoy the rest of your house, sounded like a threat.
No, it's all good, bud. I don't just yeah, just the time's not right, that's all. So I don't expect, unless I do the occasional late one, which is a morning time for you, but you're also busy with your YouTube videos and stuff like that, so yeah, no, it's a real treat when you do pop in. And we shall catch you later. I'll say it for the other two. Bye, Frith.
See you later, dude.
T. Creasy, in a gaming slump, thinking about jump back into FS thoughts. Oh, now that'd be an interesting one. Well, if you enjoyed Farming Sim, yeah, I suppose it's always good to have a bit of a break and come back to it. You sort of get your excitement in it. But I suppose on the other point of it is whether or not it would be a better idea if you're waiting a bit for Farming Simulator 22 to come out and see how that goes, and maybe getting back into that, or just, yeah, if you've already got Farming Sim, then yeah, why not? I mean, try it out, see how you feel. Depends how long you've been since you played it. There's plenty of new mods, plenty of maps around and everything like that, so...
Well, there's even oddities like doing photography. There's at one point I was firing up Farming Sim just to take miniature photos. So I'd like set up a little diorama, like tractors and things hung around the area, get a screenshot, run it through a photo editor, and looks like a little model railway setup.
There you go. Yeah, in November the new one's dropping. I don't know if you've seen anything about it. There's going to be a lot of changes. They've had quite a few things. Not that I've really kept up with it because I want it to be a bit of a surprise. But I can, yeah, they got 3D textures. They've got, yeah, lots of stuff like dynamic weather. So when the wind goes across the crops act differently, like in waves. As the wind goes, the wind will change direction. They've got production they're adding. A few other bits and pieces, but I mean, if you get back into, if you got 19 or 17, whatever you got, just get back into it and see how you feel, and that'll tide you over. What are we? September, October, November. So you got about 2 months at the most before the next one comes out. And yeah, and you can either grab it or you can actually sit back and I'm guessing there'll be a lot of people sitting back and waiting to see what other people think of it before they rush out and buy it. But so far it looks good. Have you got 19 or is it 17? Yeah, no, yeah, do it. Like I said, there's plenty of mods on Mod Hub at the moment, good maps and stuff like that. So you can get yourself back into it, add bits and pieces.
If you like smaller, more detail-oriented maps, we can wholeheartedly recommend Zika Mappa, the one we've been on before this. It's a lovely tiny map, and to build your empire there will be hella fun.
Yeah,
I can guarantee.
Yeah, it's a beautiful map. It really is. If you use seasons, it's really good with seasons. It's a really nice put together map. With over 200 fields, it's not a 4x map. It's just a standard 2x map, but it looks like a 2 to 4x map. But yeah, really good map. Really nicely done. Along with SnowRunner, yeah. I've got Mudrunner. I'm waiting for a good price for SnowRunner before I grab it. So, yeah. No, you probably might get into it. That's what I mean. I only play it now when I stream because I used to play it every single day. 15, 17 and 19, and I sort of burnt myself out on it, and getting back into it. Multiplayer is always better though, when you play it with other people. But yeah, I have got back into it on occasions, but I've got other games I'm enjoying at the moment. Try out. So I don't get I don't normally play it unless I'm streaming it. Now, what was my next job, sir? Or are we having an early day today?
That is sadly the last one. There's one more transporting job to do after Patrio finishes the current one, but I don't think it's worth waiting.
Okay.
Did you that one to finish?
Did you get that other weeder?
Yeah, it's already up there.
Okay.
I already brought it there.
So yeah, no, that was an interesting and pleasant surprise that Mr. Frifka popped in. Yeah, well, multiplayer in I think with any game is always better than playing it solo, you know, especially if you get along with people that you're playing with.
Well, that depends on the type of the game, right?
Well, yeah, sort of.
Some games are designed to be played alone, like, but many games, that's true, especially simulator games.
Well, if games were designed to be played alone, they wouldn't have multiplayer, would they?
That is true.
So, but yeah, farming sim's always good, you know. This map's really good if you multiplayer because it's got 10 farms on it. So you can get in, and you can even have a competition with each other, you know, come up with a type of competition of, you know, we're starting on a farm each, let's see you can sort of buy the most fields and have some rules around and stuff and probably entertain yourself like that.
It's one of those social things because multiplayer doesn't necessarily have to be, you know, players in the same game. I had a job simulator for VR, and I was like, "Oh, that's thoroughly enjoyable as a single-player game." But I let a friend have a go with it, and within 10 minutes, he's doing things. And I'm just watching him, having a good old chuckle. Like, I never thought to try that.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing too. You get to see different ways that people play things and stuff like that. So it's a bonus. But multiplayer, I always found with multiplayer farming sim, especially on the multiplayer, fifth guys multiplayer, when there was a whole bunch of us, it was just jobs are a lot easier to do because time would fly compared to.